below the thunders of the upper deep, far, far beneath the abysmal sea, his ancient dreamless, unabated sleep. The Kraken sleepeth, faint sunlight flee. About his shadowy sides above him swell huge sponges of millennial growth and height, and far away into the sickly light, for many a wondrous grot and secret cell, unnumbered and enormous pulpi, now with giant and slumbering green, where hath he lain for ages, and will lie, battering upon huge sea worms in his sleep, until the later fire shall heat the deep. The once by man the angels to be seen, in roaring he shall rise, on the surface die. The Kraken. This is not copyright music. Please don't
because I was
us.
Off.
Disney.
None of that.
Plus.
It's okay. I hummed that same verse and the verses that shouldn't be hummed in wrong orders. So it's different enough. Ahoy! Hi everyone. My name's Kimmy and I'm here with my co-host Ryan.
Our mateys, welcome back to Aloreing, our folklore podcast, where we tell you the stories and legends of different lore from around the world.
My pirate voice sounds more like someone that's been smoking a cigarette, but it's fine because Ryan can carry the show. I love you guys. I have my pirate hat. It doesn't fit with my headphones. No. Wait. There. I got it.
That'd be a tragedy.
Okay. You guys fucking love nautical lore, so we're really excited about today's episode. Hey, speaking of today's episode, you want to tell me what you found Aloreing this week, Ryan?
Sure thing. So I hope you guys liked last week's episode, because I've rediscovered my love for caffeine and edited one regular episode, 2 liquor and lore, plus our video at 3 a.m. and texted Kimmy at 4 a.m. in a tired state. And like, Kimmy, I finished the episode. Listen to it now, even though it was 4 a.m. because I lost all sense of time and I don't know what's going on with my life anymore.
I was crying, Edgar, and I just looked at my phone who the hell is texting me right now? And I just saw your name come up and it's I'm editing the episode. I'm uploading it. I'm doing this. And I was like...
Most people party on a Saturday night.
I read that message. I read that message and I was just like, I'll text him tomorrow. I just knew you were going through it. Because I've been there.
Don't
trust me.
This behavior. Oh yeah, I know you have. So Kimmy, what did you find Aloreing this week? Hopefully more exciting.
I found that message at 4 a.m. to be pretty great.
What I found Aloreing is Ryan texted me at 4 a.m.
Wow, we're on burnout right now. This is great. We're going into Cancer season with burnout. Hell yeah. No, I'll have an actual Aloreing thing. Edgar and I, we went to Six Flags in Texas, and it was humid, so much humidity, but it was so much fun. And we decided our favorite ride is the Joker ride, because it's kind of like the pirate ship rides they'll have at fairgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
But you rotate as you're swinging back and forth. And it's a giant circle, so you sit on the outside of the circle facing outwards. And it's like you're flying in the sky. It's the coolest feeling ever. I was like, so.
Which, was it Six Flags?
Yes. Well, I think it's called like
Nice. Yeah.
Fiesta something because like Texas bought it out, but it still has all the glorious
Gotcha.
DC stuff. So it was great.
Love that.
I am salty though. We like tried to win like a side duck for me, and we didn't hear the guy say go, so like we had no chance because it was one of those squirt like point and thing and squirt. And so I was like, can we get a redo because you didn't say go? And he's like, nah. And I was like, he's like, you could have just done it. And it's like, we didn't hear you though. And I was like sad about it because I was hot, you know? And it just like all happened at the perfect time because this lady comes like right up to us and she's like, is it just you two? Because we were going in line to Joker. I'm like, yeah, it's just us two. I was like, do you need us to like save you a spot? And she's like, oh no, here, take my fast pass. And I was like, yep.
Oh,
So
nice.
So the universe is beautiful, beautiful thing. So it took us 5 minutes to get on the ride instead of like an hour.
Balanced, you know?
Like everything is.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
So that's my Aloreing thing. And your 4 a.m. text message.
Well, speaking of rides, my favorite ride at Disneyland is Pirates of the Caribbean. And speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, this is a transition, by the way. We're talking about the Kraken today.
Yes. I'm so excited.
How was that transition? Pretty solid? Pretty seamless, right?
I was so excited my nose started running.
Oh, wow.
I could smell the Pirates of the Caribbean water. Yeah, you guys, this is going to be a great episode. Patreon, we may be a little tipsy, so enjoy as my face especially gets red when I drink, so party. Get twisted.
Exploring the seas of Norway, Greenland, and Iceland? Well, don't be too loud on your next voyage, because you may wake an aquatic beast that has found its home in the depths of the sea. One of Norway's most famous creatures, and one of my favorite, sleeps peacefully and only surfaces when awakened or hungry. This week, I'll be telling you about the Kraken. Bum, bum, bum. That has found its way into nightmares of sailors and the hearts of many.
Yes.
I'm terrified. Like, I love pirates and the idea of the ocean, but I'm absolutely terrified of the ocean.
Really?
I just want to preface this episode.
I'm more scared of half the people I dated in college than I am of the ocean, so that's how I feel about it.
We know more about space than we know about the deepest depths of our ocean, which is why I'm fully convinced the Kraken is real. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in pretty much every aquatic creature because of that.
Yeah. There's no way to prove it otherwise. So this creature is referred to as one of the largest monsters in the sea. The Kraken is so large it can easily swallow ships and whales whole. With a body that can easily be mistaken for land and teeth that can be mistaken for boulders, this monster's size isn't one to easily forget. Some records say this creature is at least 1.5 miles long, which that's just terrifying.
Yeah. It's the size that really gets me. I purposely drew him in a bottle so I wouldn't feel so overwhelmed.
A body so large, no one has seen it all at once. From what people have seen, it's described to have a flat body that when it emerges from the water appears to have humps. It has dozens of long, strong horned tentacles for arms. Its arms are known to reach as high as the top of a sailing ship's mast and able to draw around an entire ship. It also has giant eyes that have looked into the souls of doomed sailors to become its prey. Compared to the giant octopus, giant crab, look-wise, it's a mixture of both. Scale-wise, not even close. Giant octopus got nothing on the Kraken.
It's because it has, that's like the mouth.
Yeah, it's got like a little beak type thing. Yeah. Ugh. Finally, the Kraken will make loud vocal calls that are known to cause underwater earthquakes. Homeboy can make the earth shake by talking.
When your lyrics are
Terrifying.
so fire, you literally make the earth quake.
In my earthquake.
I'm so glad you caught that reference.
The history of this monstrosity first found its way into Nordic folklore, although the term Kraken was first found in print in Systema Naturae. The aquatic creature holds most dear to Norway folklore. Legend goes that this creature haunts the seas from Iceland to Norway and all the way to Greenland. The first description of the great Kraken was by the King Sverre Sigurdsson of Norway in 1180. He would tell his captains of a horrifying creature that could destroy ships and to be cautious while out at sea. Epic tales then originated from Norway of this beast and how sailors encountered it and barely escaped with their lives. Viking ships are like just logs that have rows on them. Like imagine you're in this tiny little boat and the Kraken doesn't even gotta do anything. It just bumps into you. You're done.
I think the best like visualization is you go up to the king and he's like, I need you to go get some spices from this exotic land. And you're like, oh yeah. He's like, here's some logs to float in the water. You're like, okay, I can handle that. You're like, and then as they're out the door, he's like, by the way, you may be eaten by a giant octopus that's like a mile big. Have safe, take care.
Yeah. He just mumbles it though. He's like, also watch out for the Kraken is on the way in my stray ship. They're like, what was that? He's like, oh no, nothing. Don't worry, just go in your log. You'll be fine.
Yeah. He's like, I said cinnamon. Get the cinnamon.
Yeah, don't
cinnamon.
forget the Krakatoa. Legend grew of the Kraken's knack for harassing ships. It was recorded using its arms to hoist up ships, crashing them down to the ocean floor, and destroying them on impact. Again, these people were in logs. It would then devour the poor sailors on the ship. If dropping the ship miles above the sea didn't work, the creature would start swimming in circles around the ship, creating a whirlpool to drag the ship down into the sea.
While on logs. This is the most important thing you should
log.
take from this. Jeez.
Yeah. Like, don't visualize a modern ship. These Vikings were on logs.
We're
Being
not
so
talking
powerful.
pirate ships. We're talking about like that little dinky thing you would make in the river when you were like 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Being so powerful, it was surprising to discover that the Kraken isn't as vicious as people believe it to be. The Kraken is actually quite lazy. Feel that. Yes, it is dangerous because of its size and power, but legend says that he isn't out to hunt humans, like most creatures of the deep. A majority of sailors that get swallowed whole by this beast is simply because they didn't get out of the way. That, or the sea vessel's passage disrupted the Kraken's sleep, since it spends a majority of its life sleeping on the ocean floor. When the Kraken is awoken from its rest, that is when it will attack nearby ships. If need be, it will use the whirlpool, making the ships swallow... Oh my goodness. If need be, it will use its whirlpool ability, making the ship sink and tear and splinter, destroying anyone on the vessel. Then, after its reign of destruction is done, it just goes back to sleep. Sounds like a toddler. Yeah. Same page.
They wake up, they're hungry, they're mad, they're throwing shit. You feed them.
They wake up mad and they say, this is everyone else's problem that I'm awake right now.
I'm alive today and I'm going to make it everyone else's problem.
Even with the Nordic knowing about this terrifying creature, that didn't stop them from taking to the sea. Nordic fishermen would actually sought out the Kraken on their fishing trips, not for fame or glory, but to get a good catch. Could you imagine how long you could feed a village with a 1.5 mile long squid?
Can you imagine the flex you would have to be the one person
goodness.
that got to catch fish next to the Kraken? You'd have all of them bitches, male and female of the village, all over you. Like, you will be
you'd
fine.
Just be Auto King. You'd get back and you'd get a crown.
You're like, so I saw the Kraken. He's like, oh, the what? The Kraken, the thing you mumbled under your voice. You're like, I never mumbled that. And it like goes back to that scene. He's like, the Kraken. It's like that.
I caught it.
He's like dragging the head in.
Due to how lazy this creature is, it has found an appropriate hunting strategy that doesn't exert too much energy. The Kraken's diet consists of thousands and thousands of fish. But it doesn't go to seek them out one by one. The Kraken makes the dinner come to it. How, you may ask? Well, after the Kraken digests a round of fish, which can take up to 3 months, it recycles the waste by spewing out so much vomit and waste that the water around it becomes muddier, gross. But the smell and taste of the water around the creature has fish from all over gather in hopes to eat a fresh meal. The Kraken then takes the opportunity by opening his arms wide and taking all the fish into his mouth, swallowing them whole.
But he's still eating his shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know? That's the problem I have with that. It's like having a sandwich in the bathroom. Ooh, so gross. It's so fucking gross.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Like your like sandwich fell in the toilet and you're like, yeah, it's fine.
That's like, I can't have my food touch my bathroom air. That's like such a big thing for me.
Yeah, no, people if you bring food into the bathroom, like, don't talk to me. That's disgusting.
like you're going through something if you're bringing food.
Yeah, no, you've got enough going on. People that also visited Norway managed to experience this monster firsthand. Erik Ludvigsen, Pontoppidan, Bishop of Bergen. Why did English people have to have such long names? Wrote that Natural History of Norway in 1752, where he talks about the Kraken. He described it as the largest sea monster in the world, about the width of 1.5 miles. He described the body of the creature in great detail, saying how the tentacles of the creature could pull a man or ship to the bottom of the sea. He then goes on saying how the most dangerous thing about the Kraken isn't its arms, but its ability to create whirlpools that will drag ships down to the watery grave. Overall, the legend of the giant aquatic monster has begun growing in popularity over time and is a major part of Norway folklore even to this day. And that is the Kraken.
I need a Kraken painting in my house now. That's what I've decided. That's what this episode has taught me. Okay.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier in the episode, like, a lot of this folklore, like, is exactly that. It's lore. But sea monsters, fully believe all of them are real because there's no way to prove otherwise. Like,
100%.
The ocean is massive and deep, and we've never been to the bottom of it. And this guy just sleeps at the bottom. So maybe we just haven't sailed through his territory in a while.
Well, like, for me, like, because of my belief system and me being a creative person, I'm like, there's no way, like, we were just created. And he was like, okay, I'm done. You know? Have you played Sims? Yeah. Everyone
I'm not going to make a giant monster.
If you haven't played Sims, go play Sims and see the beautiful chaos of being able to be a god of creation. And you will learn that there's no way it's just us. That's it.
Exactly.
I made so many, like, alien people in that game. Like, my artistic ability really shined. Okay. Do you have any more pictures? I know we're kind of like a little all over the place.
No, that was it. There's not a whole lot of like they're all pretty much the same. It's just a giant squid destroying a boat.
It's so cool though. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's also less scary for me because I don't have a boat, nor am I in a location where I can sail the sea.
Yeah. We live in the mountains, as far away from boats as we can get.
I could take a tube down the river, down the creek. That's all I could do. Well,
so when I was thinking, Ryan, where would the Kraken be on the alignment chart? I thought to myself, where would a toddler be on the alignment chart? Which the only correct answer is true neutral. Because while they may be cute and cuddly, they're just as evil and will destroy your home just as much as they'll sleep in your home. And they're not lawful or chaotic or lawful or evil because, well, frankly, they just like napping and breaking things. And who are we to judge? Not I.
Why am I crying? I don't know why that was so funny to me. I just started crying. Holy shit, yeah. That you said everything you needed to say. I can't. Yep. I don't have a lot of commentary.
Right there, smack dab in the middle.
The beautiful chaos of toddlers, right in the middle.
Exactly. Well, confined in a large 1.5 mile long sea creature.
Krakens, the toddler of the sea.
Yes. That's what I'm going to call my niece or nephew, is the Kraken.
Oh my god. Okay, listen. I made that little cute Kraken in the bottle that you guys will all see. And if you're on Patreon, you get the little coloring page of him, but I'll put it on a onesie in the shop because that you could call him the Kraken.
Yes.
And have him wear the Kraken.
It's adorable.
So cute. Oh my god.
I'm gonna teach it how to swim right away so that I can torment my sister.
And then, oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. I support everything. I need to reevaluate the gifts I give to my own nephew. Now, Caitlin, you've been forewarned. My brother knows it would happen.
If the gifts you're giving are not gifts that make your sibling's life harder, is it really a good gift? I don't think so.
That's a fair point. I told my brother, I was like, you ever step out of line? I want to get you, what are they called? Accordion? Not accordion. Mm-hmm. We used to do hot cross buns on it in elementary school. The recorder, yeah, that's what I was like. Mm-hmm. I'll just bring a recorder for Christmas. Bless his heart. Okay. Wow. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a hot mess episode. It has been a long week, but this is our fun thing, so
I promise we're okay.
We're fine. You guys are doing great right now. We love your support. I have a pirate hat on. That's how the day's going. Everything's fine. We're great. Everything's great. You guys are great. Everything's great. We're in Cancer season. What could possibly happen, right? Okay, anyway.
Here we are.
Thanks so much for listening. This has been Aloreing.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. Have an alluring day, and we'll catch you in the next episode.